Madzin keeps bringing it back against Foxy in finals as well, which is really hyped to see. Maybe we'll see it again today if Madzin can get past Storm and now Sacron. But that really leaves us back to the two matches we've got left in our quarterfinals, which is going to be Stossen and Jiniminene, if they can connect to each other, fingers crossed, and Storm and Madzin, which is a Season 2 match through and through, like you said before.
I believe we are going to have Storm and Madzin as our next match. So this is going to be a really interesting fight in general, I think, because it's going to be, it's like you said, very reminiscent of Season 2. So it's going to be...
It's hard for us to call, because we love these guys.
Yeah.
We've known them both for so long. You know, we went through all of Season 2 with them as well. But it's just... Madzin has had a stronger Season 3 than Storm has. There's no getting around that fact. Storm has not played as well as we normally see him do in Season 3. But this could always be the week to turn that around.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be. But it's just another one of those typical situations where it's a really interesting tale, because although Storm has been one of the most consistent players in this international side of the league, EU and CIS. Like, he's made so many top 8s. He's made a lot more top 8s than a lot of people that are in this top 8 all the time, right? Storm's one of the most consistent.
I would go as far as to say that he's made 5 of the 6. I think there's only been 1 week he hasn't done.
Almost. He almost has. It's just... He doesn't even make it past top 8 in any of those situations. And that seems to be the interesting tale, where the consistency alone should be putting him in a situation where he's comfortably in the running. You know, there's a high chance he's going to go because he's just made too many top 8s. But because he's never made it past top 8 in Season 3, I mean, he's in jeopardy of being completely overtaken.
Speaking of which, we did actually just receive word that, as far as I'm aware, Jiniminene did just defeat Stossen 3-0.
Interesting.
Now, that has put Stossen in a really hard space for the last couple of weeks.
And it's not just the fact that he lost and he's losing the points. Jiniminene and Stossen had, I believe it was 90 points for Jiniminene and 95 for Stossen. Something along those lines. Like, that's the smallest possible amount of points separated those two. And the fact that Jiniminene took it means that he's going to now take over Stossen. So he's going to get minimum 50 points this week by getting semi-final placing. But he is going to have to take on Foxy Grandpa in the semi-finals. These guys have fought before. There's been real moments of greatness. I mean, we'll talk about this when the semi-finals begin. But
yes,
there's been moments of greatness there. So, I mean, if he makes the adjustment, who knows? I mean, he's in semi-finals right now, so he could have already been making adjustments to his playstyle.
Well, that does mean we've only got one set left to go then in the quarterfinals, and that is going to be Storm and Madzin. Now, Storm hasn't been playing his best in Season 3. I think that's a fair statement to say from what we've seen for the 6 weeks. But he's still a very consistent and very talented player from EU, because he's always in the top 8. He's always doing well. It's just when he gets here is when he struggles. And Madzin could not be more different now.
For sure. So it's going to be... I mean, let's look at these points. Madzin sitting on 275. You can safely say he's going to the finals. And then you have Storm, 130. Now, it's the sheer consistency alone that has put him in the 130-point mark. But, I mean, he just can't keep making these top 8 alone placings. I mean, you're going to have to play higher and higher. We said this immediately. There are so many players playing for these points, and the margin between, I mean, like 4th, maybe 5th place and down, there's a lot of players there with similar points. We've said this time and time and time again, but week 6, these guys have to be really careful. So game number 1, Storm's going to go in. First hit in this matchup, crucial.
Hard to blockable. Madzin just sits there and is going to eat it. Storm's going to blow both bars straight away for a chunky damage, but drops the ender. That's not so bad, and that, on the other hand, is a big mistake.
That's going to be corner pressure. I mean, it was looking so good, but unfortunately has no stamina to cancel the teleport, which is going to put him straight in the corner, and this is going to be Grandmaster 101.
And all this because of a blocked teleport. Manages to get it down into some staggered strings. That is going to get him out of the corner at least. Holding some good bar as well. Gonna blow a bar.
Tries to go in for the cancel again. Can't cancel. Nice anti-cross up down 1. Has to be very careful. Nice hit confirming to the hard knockdown here.
Oh wow, Madzin just gets a straight up wake up jump kick.
That was an interesting challenge. Oh no, that's a bad whiff. Madzin's going to go for the cross-up. This could still be Madzin's game. Yep. Oh no, he drops
Madzin drops it as well though. Oh, Ghost going for the trip guard, but Madzin does manage to block in time. Chip damage territory. Oh!
Wow. What? I mean, what was he even trying to do there? What was that?
Teleport. He was just trying to teleport for the chip, and Madzin knew it. Madzin reversed the input for his slide. He knew he was doing the teleport. That's why it worked.
He literally, in the blink of an eye, reversed his slide input. What even was that?
Absolute German madman. Leaves him restanding. 22%. Goes to the Meteor Burn Ice Cone setup. Oh, gets a nice hit on the overhead.
Oh, Fox. As I said, Madzin slightly drops it. I mean, that was definitely a refreeze attempt. Oh, nice conversion. Oh no, catches it again. There's a lot of drops here from Madzin.
I mean, there's been a lot of drops from everyone in top 8 today. I mean, I'm not quite sure why. Is this just the week of EU's execution just not being there, I suppose?
Ooh, commits into the low. That definitely could have been an anti-air into clone. Isn't going to quite catch it, and that's going to be meter burn slide just to commit. Madzin's going to take game number 1.
Now, that's one thing that not every player does, but I love to see it, is when it's just a straight up string that cancels into a special. That normally doesn't give you a combo. Like 1, 2, 3 into slide, that's normally kind of it. But Madzin knew that extra chunk of the meter burn slide instead, the extra damage by itself will be enough. Meter burn slide from Sub-Zero isn't a move you see used too much. I know we see Grandmasters do it when they're trying to do some cheeky little sliding into clone setups, or obviously Unbreakable gets the launching slide if he's got his aura turned on. But knowing that usually considered quite meager added ability of your enhanced move being just a little bit of extra damage, knowing that's enough and just burning his last bar because he recognized it.
All about crunching that data. If you know that a move is going to do just the extra damage that you need to win a round, you're going to do it. And that's not the kind of stuff that any player can do. Just being able to calculate damage and not being too autopilot. Always thinking of ways to expand damage if necessary.
Well, it's just knowing your character, really. Madzin's been playing Sub-Zero since day 1. Chases down the backdash.
Oh, that's going to be a full confirm into the corner. Now, it's kind of dangerous. I mean, you can technically try and keep him in the corner here, but one thing that doesn't go right.
Oh, goes the throw. There was no way that was going to get blocked.
Jumps himself into the corner against Grandmaster. Really don't agree with that.
That refreeze, though. Madzin has his height permanently, perfectly spaced.
There, I mean, and he drops the string. There's a lot of crucial combo drops from both guys right now. What is going on?
Apart from this one, Storm gets a nice chunky 38% damage. That's going to be the round for him. Gets a stagger down, down 3 into throw. Normally down 3 on block sets up perfectly for forward 1. So knowing Madzin was going to respect that, gets the throw, gives him more damage than the chip was going to do. Smart stuff.
Oh, nice reactions just to put him in the corner. That's what the meter burn slider's for. I love the jump kick as well to try and challenge an anti-cross up, but Madzin not going to bite. Nice hit confirm into a corner combo.
Nice damage. Drops the ender again.
We are yet to see Madzin actually land that combo in the top 8 so far.
Well, we say it week after week about Grandmaster just wanting to corner you and kill you, and he's not going to do that if he keeps dropping his combos.
That's a normal that we definitely don't see Storm use every day. I wonder what that is. Nice challenge on the jump there, I think, for the ice ball.
Confirms into teleport. Oh, gets it. It's going to be a nice chunky 38%, but no, Madzin's going to break.
Oh, why did Madzin go for the jump? Now, that was a really nice reactions right there, but the thing is, there was no reason to not go for that, and that's going to be absolute death. That would have been meter burn, kunai on block, and this is the Storm that we remember, just capitalizing off every single hit. Speaking of which, I think a brutality is coming.
Snap. That was a really good game. Storm playing really well. I mean, it was a mixture of Madzin dropping his corner stuff, which let Storm get out, and Storm recognizing when he had a chance to get out. And he was just like, oh, he dropped it, I'm out of here, and bam.
That sequence in the second round was interesting, because there was Madzin unnecessarily gave himself to Storm with that neutral jump. I mean, Storm was at stamina. There was no way he could cancel that teleport. That had to be a committed teleport into punish. Madzin neutral jumped anyway, and then seeing the neutral jump, that's when Storm goes in. Now, Madzin going for the Blood God change. Now, he's going to be a little bit more susceptible to that Takeda pressure, especially when it comes to the looping stuff from block strings. However, I mean, he's just going to be harder to hit. And it's the range. It's the ability to whiff punish, having more range, hitting like a truck all the time, even without damage totem.
Plus, it's Madzin's Blood God. Like
comfortable pick.
He definitely defined this character in Season 2, where we really saw it begin to shine. And that's the trip guard.
Nice trip guard there. I mean, that is one of the changes. Neutral jump punches and another combo drop. Madzin's execution, I'm going to say it, very, very bad at the moment.
Spen's about to launch him. Can he get Madzin cornered? Gets the full confirm. 41%. That's chunky damage. And you want to take as much damage as you can against Blood God when he hasn't got the reduction totem out. Because if he gets it out, bam, you've got more to get rid of. Just that Madzin's got a life lead with a damage reduction totem, so that health difference is much bigger than it might seem.
That was a nice jump kick teleport read there, using the low kunais not to set up hard to blockables, but to just get Madzin to jump.
Oh, chases down the backdash and spends his other bar to take round 1. Madzin playing really smart right now.
Madzin's going to be very, very meter intensive as a player when he plays Blood God. I mean, because you build it so much with that damage reduction totem.
Unsafe string, going to get thrown for it. Not quite sure if he could have got more, but at least he is showing he can't punish. And a clean jump over, but no meter to launch. Goes to the damage totem though, going to open himself up for big damage potential if he can get a good hit, but Storm going to be blocking really well at the moment.
Oh, he's not going to respect the plus frames. Gets the overhead. This is looking bad. If Storm gets tagged once, it's over.
He's approaching a breaker though, might be enough. I do think Storm's going to get a breaker before the round's over.
I really wonder what that wake-up throw was for. Oh, nice convert. Oh no, he drops it again.
Gets a nice instant NJP and another drop. And this is it. You've got reduction totem, health beam right on top of him. Fights him out of the way at the corner, sure, but he's got 2 bars. Breaker available. Is he going to use it? Oh, the blocks from Madzin.
Oh, wake up, NJP is going to catch him. Madzin has to use the breaker. He's going to be confident. There's the Atnia.
Is Storm going to make this comeback? Oh, no, he isn't.
No, he is not. 2-1 Madzin. What's he doing?
Walks him from wall to wall, man. Just like that in the big boot finish.
That down 2 was a...
Nah, it was a savage down 2.
I know what you're going to do. You're going to grab, and because of it, I'm literally just going to double slap you in the bottom of the face.
Oh, I mean, it's a thing we've seen players do a lot all over the world. You might have heard us coin the phrase purposefully neutral ducking. That isn't what P&D stands for, but it's what Foxy started doing a long time ago. Basically, in situations where throws are very possible, you tech them by pressing buttons, right? By pressing buttons. So if they don't, and they go in, you know, if they stagger for a hit and you're teching, you're pressing a button, they're going to hit you, they're going to get a hit for it. Why press a button if you can just neutral crouch right in their face? Because if they're going to do a mid and you're pressing buttons, you'll get hit by it anyway, right? So just take the hit if your read on the throw is wrong and just neutral crouch. And if you see them throw, you can punish it with something more than just a throw tech. Why tech it when you can punish them for it? That's kind of the general mentality. So right there, we see Madzin neutral duck a throw and then just down 2 on reaction to it, just to get rid of it.
No one is ever going to block that. No one's blocking that. Now the thing is, Storm gets a lot of mileage out of that hard to blockable, yet he spends 2 bars on it. I really would like to see him saving the bar to lose a little bit of combo damage, but having the ability to set up for another one if he needs to, just having that meter.
Cancels the teleport, half stamina gone, staggers it, and that's going to be a clean round 1. Storm down 2, swift finish.
A few more rounds like that and Storm's in the money. Like, he just needs to understand when to spend bar and when to not take unnecessary risks.
Has to watch out for those jumps. Storm was ready for the trip guard. Might keep himself safe, but Storm building all the bar in the world and another nice hard to blockable.
Storm's definitely, he looks like he's kind of waking up.
Oh no, he doesn't confirm.
He had no bar. He had no bar to confirm. Storm very fortunate in that situation, but he has got Madzin in the corner with no meter. Nice
Wake up down 1, what?
Well, I mean, he's going to see the string with.
That was a nice launch from Storm. Madzin taking a little bit of damage, but 18% doesn't normally seem like much, but when you've got as little health left as Madzin does, it's quite big deal. Ooh,
corner
no,
repositioning, big damage.
One more hit from Madzin is going to take the round.
Oh,
gets the good block.
I respect the attempt. I do respect the attempt there, thinking that Madzin was going to press a button, but I mean, that's going to be a full punish. Match point Madzin.
But it's cost him all of his bar. Gets out of the corner with a little bit of a teleport, but question is, what else can he get from it?
Would that have comboed if it had just gone for a 1-1-2?
I'm not sure. I think it was a bit of an odd situation.
Oh no, that definitely wasn't what he wanted. Nice hit confirm, ready for it. This round is incredibly important for Storm. He has to make it count, otherwise he's going to lose another set of points.
I mean, this is one touch death right here. Staggers it. Oh, catches him trying to jump out. Not quite sure if that was it. That could have been the game if he got the back one.
Meter band pizza, here we go. Plus frames. He's going to get a reversal, but it's a slow reversal. He's going to get armor broken. This is a scramble if I've ever seen one.
Goes to stagger again. Madzin just blocking. He's respecting it now.
Oh, and there we go. And that's the thing. That's not the first time we've seen that lose Storm a set. Doing a low poke in a situation where any hit will kill him. That is definitely not the first time we've seen Storm play, where doing a low poke on block into an attempted button press has just killed him, because the opponent goes, he's got no life left. All I need to do is hit him once and he's down. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to wait for the low poke. he's going to do it on block, and he's going to press a button. He always does it. He puts himself in that negative situation where the low poke from the enemy is guaranteed. Like, he signed his own death warrant there the second he did that low poke on block. Like, he should have gone for something else.
It's just giving the opponent the perfect opportunity to kill you. Like, they're looking for that chip. They're not even looking for a hit. They're looking at, I just need to get him blocking my mid right here because he's not crouching it. He's in the range for it. He blocks it. Bam. He's dead. 1-2%. That's all I need. So as soon as you block that low poke, you know, okay, cool. If I don't mistime this, guaranteed death. And we see Madzin do it so often. We see Storm put himself in that situation so often that there's no way that's going to get mistimed now. Definitely. So that does open up for our semi-finalists of the day. It's going to be Foxy Grandpa versus Jinmu. And then we're going to see Sakron get his rematch against Madzin once again for, I believe, the third time, I think.
Yeah, this will be the third time these guys have fought in the top 8.
Cool. So we do have some replays to show you guys from that set, which is going to be really cool.
Man, there were some moments. There were some moments there where it was like the kind of Storm that we're so familiar with when it comes to just a lot of setup heavy stuff, you know, and just looping into hard to blockables, tricky to get out of situations. But I mean, it's just a huge shame. I mean, that was such a delicious play.
Because that's not an auto-correct. Madzin reversed his special move input because he knew the teleport was coming. It was so glorious.
But it was the only thing he could have gone for. Like, the obvious option was to try and chip out with the teleport. Madzin being wise to it. I mean, yeah, reversing the input for the slide. I mean, I don't think we see that very often at all.
No, not at all. I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I saw that in tournament play. And I've seen Storm and Madzin play Lord knows how many times now.
No, I believe this was the situation right here. There, that was it. Like, it was okay, it was going good, but the second he did that low poke, Madzin just waited for it, and then that's it. You know, he tags him, and that's game over. Too many negative frames on those low pokes on block.
So let's have a thought. Jinmu and Foxy Grandpa, we saw this at the Challenger Cup. Foxy Grandpa won it convincingly, but as you said before, Jinmu, and we've said it many times, he definitely seems to play on reads more so than reactions, and I think that is the complete opposite mindset to approach Foxy Grandpa with.
Well, if you're going to play very kind of aggressively and make some reads to try and go in and maybe teleport and stuff like that, it's a little bit tricky. You really kind of find yourself against someone like him who's going to hit you like a truck if you make a mistake. It's not a particularly future-proof playstyle. However, before we get our semi-finals on the go, we're going to throw over to Twitter and see what you guys at home have been saying.
Thank you very much, guys. Well, Bjorkland is agreeing with you there, saying that reverse input slide was so clutch. Great plays there by Madzin. And we have a quick question for you as well, but just before I get into that, just a reminder for you guys at home that if you want to keep up with anything MKX Pro League related, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter. And if you want to get involved in the conversation tonight, if you've got any questions for the condiments, please use the hashtag MKX Pro League to tweet those, and I can read them out for you. Also, we've also got our raffle this week, another pro player kit up for grabs. You can go to esl.gg/MKXComp to register there. Nin as MD, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, wants to know who's better in a matchup against Raiden, Johnny Cage stunt double or Kano cutthroat?
We will answer this question after the break, so we have a little bit of time to talk about it. But so it's stunt double Cage or cutthroat Kano against Raiden. That's the question. We'll answer it when we get back from this break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll have our first semi-final right after this 5-minute break. So see you guys in a little bit.